Hey guys, welcome back to the boss guide for Flame of the King. And today we're going to cover it in detail so you don't die as often. And yes, I'll show you exactly how that works, because of course I've also gotten my face smashed in a few times. But there's a tactic that's very simple. Of course, before you start you should go back to the hotel and upgrade yourself. Also be sure to use your ergos except for the boss ergos to level yourself up. Otherwise definitely go to Geppetto again, and there, if you've been following my complete walkthrough guide, you should already be able to reach the next level. That means you can upgrade yourself in the chair here and either add an impulse cell or choose to dodge. If you've done everything correctly, you should definitely have both by now. So impulse cell plus dodge, I would also recommend that to you. Chain dodge here, we can upgrade that further. And yes, that's what we'll do. Additionally, I have crafted a new weapon, namely from the blade of the greatsword and the handle of the fire axe. This is a pretty awesome weapon because it has a good range and deals a lot of damage. That's why I would recommend it to you for the boss fight. That's how I personally set it up for myself. It's important to know that the blade, of course, remains upgraded. It's at +3 here. And the handle is booster glue, that's what it's called. And that's from this axe. And yeah, when we combine them you get a really powerful weapon. Above all, the weapon has an ability that hits really hard and also covers distance. I'll quickly show that here on an enemy. We can do regular attacks here and it has a pretty good range. Of course it's a huge thing. But above all, if we hold down R2 we can charge up like this, dash forward and land a hit. And that's exactly what we do, that's exactly what we need, and that's where it starts right away. So we go into the boss fight and start off just like that, because now we often use the charged R2 attack to quickly close the distance and then get away again. When he dashes forward here, we of course follow him briefly and try to land a hit. Always use Roan for light attacks, then quickly get away again, and always keep an eye on your stamina. That's really important, because only with full stamina can we perform our dash attack. And when we have full stamina we keep a bit of distance, make sure we have the right range, charge up an attack by holding R2, then move away and go back in again. When he does the charge attack here, just run around behind him, land a hit, maybe even 2, and then get away again. What's really important with this boss is to make sure you stay as much in the center as possible and don't break the pillars at the edge, because we'll need them later to protect ourselves. Yeah, when he goes down, of course try to land your 3-hit combos, but in general you can dodge him pretty well. It's really important that he stays in the middle here, so that you still have enough pillars available at the end, because we absolutely need them to protect ourselves. So always keep your distance, and whenever your stamina is full again and the distance is right, basically we hit him with our special attack by holding down R2. This way we can close the gap, land a hit, back out, land another hit, and actually make things pretty straightforward. Yeah, you can see he tries to destroy the pillars here. These pillars protect you later. When he uses his special attack, hide behind a pillar to stay safe. It's important to keep the pillars intact so he doesn't destroy many, because if his special hits you, you lose 2 flasks and higher health bars. And that's pretty nasty. You definitely don't want to get hit by that. So always try, whenever you see him reaching into his furnace, to run behind one of those pillars as quickly as possible so you're protected there. You can easily dodge his shots by just moving back and forth a bit here. If you see him doing the charge attack again, quickly run around to the outside, land 2 hits and then get out again. That shouldn't be a problem. Yes, with this attack we can also get in a hit with Roan every now and then, of course, and then keep our distance. When he does his red attack, just run away and you can land another hit afterwards. You can see now he's charging up his furnace again, so we stand behind a pillar again to make sure we are well protected there. Yes, we can dodge the regular shots pretty easily, It's really simple. But we notice that he closes the distance quickly, so we charge up our power attack and try to land a hit from a distance. Very important, when he turns red and charges at you, just run away so that the range of his attack doesn't hit you. Yeah, and that's basically the whole tactic. Always keep your distance, use the power attack, basically a charge strike. With this weapon, it's actually pretty simple. Watch he doesn't destroy too many pillars to use them when he sets the ground on fire. That's how it works. It's straightforward. Always keep your distance, and when he fills the cauldron, get behind the pillar. Here you can also take your time to heal, and yeah, then you can take down the boss pretty easily. It's important that the fire on the ground doesn't catch you, because you'll overheat and lose at least an entire bar. And that would really suck. Then you might as well start all over again, because it gets really tough after that. Yeah, always go in with a power strike here, back out a bit, wait until he attacks again, and then land your hit. When he uses the flamethrower attack, we can actually land a good hit as well if we do it properly. I'll show you that in a moment too. There's a point where you can actually see that he's about to use the flamethrower. If you recognize that early enough, you can dash in and take advantage of it. It's really important that you don't get hit by this, because that's honestly the worst thing that can happen to you if those flames on the ground hit you. Yeah, otherwise you can already see it. His cannon is raised, so go in for a hit, but be careful that the power strike doesn't hit you. Either dodge to the side or run away, and just make sure you always hit his hand when he slams it into the ground like that. Otherwise his cannon is out again now. That means we can attack, because you can tell he's probably going to do a flame shot, so you can land a few hits and yeah, go after him while he's using his flamethrower. That's always pretty cool. That way we can get in 2, 3, 4 hits and land our power strike again. And if you're lucky, you might even get a booster on top of that, so you can really deal some solid damage. Of course, if you're already too far away and didn't notice that he's using the flamethrower, definitely stay out of range, otherwise you'll end up overheated again. But the most important thing is really that during this attack you absolutely need to be behind a pipe or something similar to have that protection. And you can already see we actually still have 2 bottles left, and he doesn't have much energy left. It really shouldn't be a problem, but sometimes it can still get a bit tricky. If he actually overheats you, it's nasty. When he runs and you hit him with the power strike and back out. Once it lands, press circle, jump back out. Shouldn't be an issue. Basically go in once, then get right back out. Sometimes he does hit you, but it's actually very rare that he manages to. And with this attack we can take him down super easy, just dash in from a distance. And as we can see now, he's using his flamethrower again, so we can really get some good hits in here. Normally we dodge again, of course, but yeah, now he's doing his cauldron attack again. And honestly, if he were to hit you with that now, the game would be over, even though you've almost beaten him. That's why you absolutely need to make sure that when he uses his cauldron, you get behind a pillar as quickly as possible to protect yourself from the flames. Yeah, otherwise, with this tactic, he's actually not that difficult. With this sword, it's actually pretty straightforward. Always keep your distance, land a power attack, dodge right after, and yeah, then we can take him down and the job's done. Of course, you'll get some items again and the enemy is defeated. Alright friends, best of luck to you. I hope you like the tactic. It's actually pretty simple. Practice it a bit and then it'll come easily to you. If you have any questions about it, feel free to write them in the comments. Otherwise, I'll see you next time, of course. All the Lies of P guides are on the channel. Be sure to check out the complete walkthrough if you really want to get all the trophies and collectibles. Alright everyone, see you next time. Take care. Adios and ciao ciao.